Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Now for today's video, I wanted to talk about one of the animated series from Jurassic Park's past. Today, I wanted to go over some of the story elements and characters from Chaos Effect, the canceled Jurassic Park TV show from 1998. So after the cancellation of both the animated spin-offs from Jurassic Park and The Lost World, a new show would soon begin development called Chaos Effect. Now, we've talked about this show numerous times before in the past, but most of the conversation has been solely dedicated to the hybrid dinosaur toys that were put out by Kenner. These toys officially made it to market and got sold to millions of Jurassic fans, while at the same time, the cartoon that was designed to come out alongside them was quietly being discarded. Now, if you look online through a simple Google search, it's actually incredibly easy to find out what the artists were coming up with for the show, with tons of concept art featuring both hybrid and hatchling dinosaurs, as well as a large assortment of human characters that would have rounded off the story's cast. The number one thing that I think of when I see some of these character designs is actually another show I used to watch on and off around this time, which was the Extreme Ghostbusters. And if you just take a look at how some of these humans are drawn, I think you should be able to see where I'm coming from. There's something inherently 90s about the way some of these people are presented to the audience, and it's done in a fashion that I think makes for one hell of a strange sci-fi feel. Take this guy for example, who I guess is supposed to be an android hero with a gun coming out of his elbow. I have no idea what that was about. Upon further inspection, it really looks like what they were trying to accomplish with Chaos Effect was a Jurassic Park show that embraced the more science fiction heavy elements of its source material, while also blending them with cartoony tropes from the late 90s. This is why you see stuff like Ian Malcolm in a weird power suit with a baby T-Rex at the end of a leash, and imagery like the Dilophospinus and Roland Timbo that I've talked about in a video nearly a year ago. Keep in mind that this would have been after both the Escape from Jurassic Park and Lost World animated series were discarded. So we're talking about an unrelated story that seems to have focused on a few people that lived in the Lost World movie, along with some younger cast members who had access to all kinds of crazy tech. Concepts for animals like the Pachysaurolophus, the Ankylorhamnodon, and the very Indoraptor-looking Deinonychus can be found in early material that this show would more than likely have explored. But sometime down the line, I guess all that changed when someone made the call to pull the plug. After the cancellation of Chaos Effect, Kenner would be absorbed into Hasbro, and Jurassic Park 3 would soon take over the fandom's subconscious. And the rest, they say, is ancient history. Now, if this show had come out back in the late 90s, I'm sure that a lot of people my age would have had a lot of fun with it, and it more than likely would have become its own cult part of the franchise. However, when you compare these ideas to what they ended up doing in the wider film series, yeah, I can see how a lot of this stuff is just too over the top and far-fetched for Jurassic. That being said, this canceled animated series has definitely made an impact on people years after its demise. A good friend of mine, Jack Ewens, is currently developing an animated series that I actually have a producer credit on, and it is most definitely inspired by the work that people did here in 1998. Dino Defenders Extreme is something that he's developed for over a year now, and today, he actually has a brand new episode that's coming out for it. So if any of you think that this particular piece of Jurassic Park lore is interesting, or if you just like what I've shown you here on screen, I'd highly suggest that you all go check it out. A link to the show will also be provided down in the description below. But anyways, what do you guys think about this animated series? Would Jurassic Park have had a home run with Chaos Effect? Or do you think it was a good decision for them to let this go? It is kind of outlandish and very, very weird, but then again, every 90s TV show was back then, so I guess it's just a matter of opinion. But hey, whatever your own thoughts and opinions happen to be, I'd love to hear them in the comments down below. Now before I go, I'd like to thank all of my game wardens, as well as all of my InGen executives. I'd also like to thank all of my park workers and InGen hunters as well. Guys, it seriously means the world to me that you all continue to support what I do, and I never want you to ever forget that. Now, I'd like to thank you all for watching today's video, and hope that you all enjoyed the content. If you feel like I deserve it, I'd appreciate the like and hope that you'll consider subscribing if you're interested in hearing from me again. I'll see you all in the next video, guys, and as always, take it easy.